Toscanello, the friendship cigar. Hey, everybody, okay, and this is Cigar Vlog. Okay, so got another short one here, and I was kind of curious as to whether or not this was a hand rolled or not. So, looking at it from the end, if you can get it to focus, I'm thinking it might be. But a main reason why I think this actually might be a hand rolled cigar is because when you go to the Toscanello website, hello, stay in frame. When you go to the Toscanello website, it kind of shows you that it kind of has to do, I forgot which packet I put my lighter in, with how they actually make these little cigars, and even their fuller lines. Now, most of their bigger lines are in fact full hand rolled, which kind of leads me to believe that this one is. And the reason why I say that is because you see how aggressively tapered this is. Imagine this plus Yankee Kersplanky on the other side. The whole idea behind these, and the reason why they call them the friendship cigar, is because they're tapered at both ends. You're supposed to cut them in the middle and give one half to a friend. Cool, huh? So let's go ahead and get this sucker lit up. Let's see if going on opposite handsies here will end up being a bit less torch and scorch. And who might get in this new lighting? Roast it! Barbecue. Ooh, right off the bat, sweet cinnamon. Sweet cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon apple. Like a spiced apple around the holidays. Not bad. Okay, so, given that this is another super duper shorty, basically I'm going to get back to you at the halfway point because there's not really enough to justify the first inch. So, there's this, the halfway point, and the nub. Talk a little bit more about this at the halfway. Okay, seems okay. Yep, round two, seems okay. Okay. Really? Really, Mike? You had one job. Okay, pretty decent halfway point, and for some reason, before that last update, everybody and their brothers, uncle, second cousin, twice removed, and their dog came running through the tunnel. Irritating as all get out. Okay, so here's the thing about these little Toscanellos. They use a rather unique curing process, which is a fire curing process. I hope you can still hear me because it's like I can feel the breeze, and I just know it's playing hell with my audio. Anyway, they use this fire curing process, which is different from the typical curing process. Typical curing is just like heat and temperature control, right? Or no, temperature and humidity control. So you've got like the mixtures of just water and like a gas powered heater or something that controls the heat of the curing barn. Well, what Toscanello does is they use a fire curing. This results in the tobacco taking on a very, very intense campfire smokiness. You smell it when you open the box, and you both smell it and taste it when you actually smoke it. That said, you get that smokiness. You don't get so much any spice. You get some very interesting, I want to say like sweet cinnamon. And they say it's supposed to have kind of an oaky note. Kind of been a while since the last time I licked a piece of oak, but you know, I just noticed it's got a slightly sweet, kind of cinnamon apple kind of thing. There's a slight fruitiness to it. And yeah, you can get that really intense kind of campfire smoky. So anyway, coming into this, I decided, since I didn't know if it was handmade or machine made, I decided to look it up. Turns out these actually started about 1948 after World War II. And like I said before, the whole idea was to make them tapered at both ends in what's called a cheroot style, which is where it's open at both ends. If you know what an actual cheroot is, this is nothing like a cheroot. Different topic for a different video. Anyway, the whole idea was they make basically a short cigar, but double the length. The whole idea is you cut it in half and share it with a friend. And you can see that in pretty much every cigar they make. Every line that's available on the website, you can take a look at the box. The band is always in the middle. They're always tapered at both ends. They're always pre-cut at both ends because of that whole friendship cigar idea, which I think is kind of neat. How that affects the taste? Well, it kind of doesn't, but you know. For a little shorty in the middle of work, not bad. I'm not going to suggest a drink pairing because if you're smoking a cigar this short, you should not be drinking because you're probably still at work. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this down to the absolute nub and give a wrap up from there. Hot, hot, hot. All right. I think that's about as close as I can get to the nub without burning my face off. Okay, so flavors so far have been pretty consistent. Very smoky, as in campfire, smokehouse smoky. Nope, bicycles. Well, that was annoying. But anyway, like I said, flavors have been very campfire, smokehouse smoky. A little sweet, a little woody, a little earthy. I want to say kind of like a cinnamon apple kind of thing. Overall, very pleasant, very enjoyable. For a quick smoke, not bad. Now, at the start of the video, I didn't know if these were hand-rolled or machine-made. I'm kind of inclined to think that they're hand-rolled. Basically just going by the evidence on their website that they kind of specialize in specifically designing cigars that are hand-rolled and designed to be cut in half and shared. So, yeah, they're small. You gotta get them you get them 5 to a box for like 20 bucks. I'm gonna say give them a shot. I mean, for a quick puff at work, or like driving home on the way from work, not bad. Definitely a good appetizer for something a little bit more substantial. Or it's just a bigger cigar. Overall though, not bad. Can definitely recommend these. If for nothing else than the sheer novelty of a fire-cured cigar. Anyway, ooh, getting some bad echo in here. About time to wrap this up before I burn my fingers off. So, if you like this video or any other video, like, subscribe. Give me a comment, let me know if you've had these or anything else that's kind of remotely similar. Beyond that, I got a Twitch stream Sunday, Friday night, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. Yeah, you kind of don't really need to worry about it. It's kind of turning into its own separate thing. I keep saying that. I'm just going to go ahead and stop preempting that. It's there. Don't worry about it. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got for this one. I will see you all next time. Ooh, boy, that gets cold. That gets short.